What's up, everybody? Brian with HappyThumbsGaming here, and we are back with LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga! This is Episode 4, Chapter 3, Mos Eisley Spaceport Story! No achievements found in this video, however, we are going to collect that one gold brick for completing the story level itself, and of course, we're going to have some fun while doing it. So, as the creepy credits crawl, let's go ahead and remind you to click that like button and make sure that you smash that subscribe and ring that bell as well. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of talking here and there over some of these cutscenes, trying to avoid some of those copyrighted pieces of music. However, I don't want to flap my yapper over at all. I want you guys to kind of experience it too, so we're going to be back and forth on that. So, I'm going to jump out for now, but I'll be back soon. Oh, yeah. I would watch that next step. It looks like it's a doozy. God, what are those little swamp rats? What are those things? Ooh, these are not the droids you are looking for. I repeat, these are not the droids. I love the stars. That's awesome. Tweet, 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 tweet. And down. Skeet, skeet. Old Ben is not impressed with my driving. Oh well. All right, so we are officially live with our characters, and we've got lots of stuff happening. We are in this cool little spaceport town, lots of things going down. We got to find our way to the cantina, though, so we'll follow the old stud trail up and around. Ooh, double score zone. This is something I am not familiar with. Apparently, there are some hot zones where we get double score, and it looks like it's doubling our studdage, so that's the important thing. I'm not sure. We don't really have a point score, so I don't know how that would work out, but looks like we're getting some extra studdage. I will take it. I don't know if this is still the double side. Nope, it is not. All right, so there's that little area. I definitely recommend going up there and grabbing some studdage, especially if you're trying to collect some to get that red brick stud multiplier coming up later in this episode. Not this chapter, but later in this episode. All right, speaking of this chapter, I do want to point out that there are a couple of moments, like 3, in fact, that happened during this. A couple of them are related to mistakes, like me not knowing which way to go. And one of them was actually related to me just farming a bunch of studdage. So there are a couple of smooth edits. Nothing's too hard or wrong, but you'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. One of them happens to do with this stairs in the back. You see those stairs off to the left a second ago that were glowing, indicating that there's some sort of force powers needed there? Well, I had kind of a funny angle, and I kept getting rocked by shooters nearby, and it kept making me drop it and starting over, and it was really, really frustrating, so I eventually edited most of that out, as I didn't think you wanted to watch me struggle, although it's kind of fun. There it is right there. Essentially, I tried and tried and tried to stand on the lower part of the stairs and use the force to move them over to the side. Even if you reflect the shooters up above and you take them down, they respawn and come back, so there's really no escaping it. You got to find that sweet spot up at the top of the stairs and go ahead and use the force to move the stairs. Should I say move the stairs one more time? I feel like I should. I feel like that needs to be said. No, I'm just kidding. All right, I'll try not to be so excessive. We got a little beep bobble beep out here. We'll go ahead and use 3PO to open the door, and that will give us safe passage out of here on the lower side of things. We had a door open on the top, too. I chose not to use that one. I'm not sure if they go to different places or not. We'll have to wait and find out in the free play. All right, we got some more Stormtroopers. We'll go ahead and take these guys out. I like the old jump, ground pound method. That certainly takes more than one of them out at once. And, okay, we got a door over here. Looks like we got some respawnage. I don't know if we're going to need to turn that off or what. I was also indicating we need to use the force on the right there. All right, looks like just a handful, maybe 6 or 7 stormtroopers come out, and that is going to be it. All right, we've got some bouncing bricks and some bricks with some force elements around them that we'll go ahead and switch to Obi-Wan Kenobi and manipulate those. Now, we've got a handful of things. We've got to take out a couple of structures, a couple of garbage cans, and we got to do a lot of building, and we end up creating, well, you'll see in a hot second here. I don't want to spoil it for you. So use the force to go ahead and manipulate those garbage cans. Now, of course, we also have this door in the back that 3PO, psych, R2-D2 can open. You thought I messed it up. You thought I pulled a Doug. Not in this video, anyways. All right, use the force once the doors open to go ahead and manipulate those. It looks like a couple of arms or legs or something. We'll get them here in a second. We got some more cans over here, man. Ooh, we got another. Was that a swamp rat? What are those things? I forget what those are called. And I did look up on the last video. I wasn't sure if I was calling the Jawas right. They are Jawas. I got it. So my Star Wars knowledge is a little bit better than I thought it was. All right, move these guys into place using the force after you build them up. Now, it looks like we got to get old 3PO up there, but how on earth do we get up there? Now, somebody told me, too, in one of the comments that the power-up orb that I just grabbed there, that actually also gives me ×2 stud multiplier. Now, I wasn't really paying attention when I grabbed those first couple of studs, so I'm not sure. Well, let's look. Let's see here. Oh, I got so many at once, it was hard to tell. But yeah, essentially that is a good thing to note and maybe make notice of, because if you do get those, you might not want to grab them right away. Like, let's say you walk up on one and there's a bunch of stuff to smash and grab. You might want to wait and grab those after you get it to get that multiplier up. Speaking of smashing and grabbing, go ahead and smash that like button right now if you like this video and you want to see more of this series. Good news is you're likely to get it because we have every intention in the world of finishing this, and it's coming sooner than later. All right, we got the head here. We'll go ahead and use that. It looks like we got to save the head, the best piece for last, as they say. And we'll go ahead and build up the legs. So we got some feet here. We got a couple of legs now. Looks like a torso going on. And last but not least, we'll slap on the old head. Apparently, this guy doesn't have a neck. That's okay, though. This gets really bad. I have to admit, this is not my best moment here. So the Stormtrooper comes out and steals this newly created... And he's not... it's not good. I die like a gajillion times. So, in all fairness, this was the 4th moment that I really thought about editing out. But I thought, I'll leave at least one of these moments. Now, I have a heck of a time getting dude out of the inside. It's supposed to... Like, it indicates using the Force. And you probably can grab him and rip him out. I had a heck of look at this, and earlier I mentioned too in the last video I said, you know, there's a spot coming up where I get a whole bunch of studs and then I lose them all at once. This is what I was talking about. I had plenty of studs and now I'm gonna finish with like no studs. All right, he gets out. Ready? He's out. I can get in there right now. It's my turn, right? Yes. I'm gonna go ahead and hop in there. I thought he stole it from me again. I honestly did. All right, so we got the big pew-pew. We'll go ahead and take out this wall in the back, because that's what ultimately we needed it for, to blast open that wall and give us safe passage into the next area, which we're getting fairly close to. Oh, no, we got... Oh. So these are the... So the AT-ATs are the big ones. This is the AT-ST, correct? It's been a while since I've looked at these guys. But look at this. This is no good. I got 2 of them now, guys. 2 of them. I couldn't handle 1, and now... And look at my stud count. Look at that count. I'm not even going to get a chance to get those other blues back. I am getting hosed. Oh, wait. I got a couple of... So I'm back to 3. This was like least favorite part of the game so far. I literally was yelling at my TV right about now, and I was super frustrated because I couldn't... Not only could I not take them down, but I couldn't seem to get away from their steps. Like, every time they step, they squash me. And although it's kind of funny to watch me get squished over and over again now, while I was playing it, it was not very fun. I'm going to recommend that you switch back to the Obi-Wan Kenobi and you do the old ground pounds. Jump, jump, attack, jump, jump, attack. Because that seems to be the best way to knock them out. And look at that, I sneak in, and I believe I get knocked out again before I finish this. Nope, I got him. That's right. You get out of here, buddy. One last guy over by the door, I think. No, there's a guy hiding behind there, too. So you gotta jump up and get it. I have 0 studs, my dudes. 0! Oh, this is not one of my finer moments of LEGO awesomeness. Hopefully you guys can look past this and maybe I'll make it up in the free play. Maybe the free play will be better for me. You can see here, though, he got back in, and I have to deal with him again. Not ideal. I literally have 0 studs again. This is not fun. All right. I'm starting to like second guess the fact that I didn't edit this out. I feel like I should have totally edited this out because this is terrible. All right, it's coming soon though. I promise. I promise. Here we go. He's got me pinned in the corner, Street Fighter style. I knock him out. I get knocked one more time. And let's see here. I get over here and okay, I take him out. So I got the Stormtrooper on the ground. He's gone. He gone. And last but not least, I'm gonna go ahead and... This is the worst. Oh my goodness. All right, one more ground pound. One more ground pound. Come on. Oh, we got another trooper coming in. I'm pretty sure I was really angry right now at my TV. Oh. Anybody counting how many times I've either gotten squished or deaded? I'm pretty sure that it's at least in the 20s by now. All right, he's down and out. I believe the door's open. Yes, get me out of here. Now, there is another edit coming up shortly. You see me there stopping? I had to take a moment to shake my head and be like, nah. This is another one of those moments right here. So there are these 4, it looks like they're lights, but they are some sort of like tractor beam or force field that is preventing the robots from sneaking through. Now, it almost looks like there's a middle part there that you can sneak, but you can't. And as it turns out, you got to switch to Luke and shoot them with the blaster. I could not target them with my lightsaber to save my life, or the robot's life for that matter. And so I ended up pulling out Luke's blaster, and that did the trick. Now all 4 of our characters should be able to make our way over and stand on the pressure-sensitive switches, and that'll take us to our first main cutscene of the storyline. Well, this was fun. We are actually in the cantina, and at one point earlier in this adventure, it was suggested to me that maybe I should try to shoot Guido, right? That was him. But Han clearly shot first in this. So I like walked around and thought maybe I could recreate that, but I wasn't exactly sure what Guido looked like. So I run around shooting basically everybody in the cantina, which was kind of fun. Whoa, buddy's got definitely a different appearance there. Anyways, we won't judge a book by its cover. All right, we're having the big talk here. We're trying to convince Han to use his beautiful falcon to come, and he's like, nah, I'm good. Hard pass, boys, hard pass. Luke's like, all right, I'm out of here. But look at this, we get to play as Han now, and Chewie too. Ooh. I don't know. Leave that like button if you like the old Chewie impression that I do there. The old Chewie that I do. All right, more Brianism. Sorry about that. That looks like Hunter S. Thompson standing there. I don't know if you guys know who Hunter S. Thompson is, but he's always wear like a weird hat, and he was very tan and very khaki-based attire. Always looked like he was going out in the desert somewhere to do some spelunking or something. But it certainly looked like him. Look at me. I'm looking all over. I'm trying to find studs, and I'm also trying to find old Guido, which, again, see, isn't that him right there? Like, that's the closest person I could find to him. It's probably not, though. And regardless, there was no achievement or anything granted for taking him down, so clearly the wrong dude. But, all right, when you're ready, bounce out of the cantina and start chasing Buddy here. We're, like, totally playing, like, tag all of a sudden. I wasn't aware that we were going to be doing this, but I would have done a little stretching, I think, if I would have known. But we got to follow this guy, and basically you got to keep advancing each area you come to until he runs off the screen into the next area. So in this particular case, he keeps playing the old switcheroo on the doors there. You notice he went in on a door on the left of that hallway or alleyway there, and then he popped out on a door further down on the right. So there's a little bit of shenanigans going on, and we will try and make our way through that and figure out the solution. Now, in the end, I got lost. I actually had to edit out a bunch, like 4 minutes worth of me just like, which way do I go? Which way do I go? And eventually I find a way, and I'm not sure it was the intended way. So when we get there, if you know something I don't, like if you watch it and you're like, oh, Brian, you totally messed that up. You're supposed to do this. Drop me a comment and let me know so that when I return to the old free play, that I don't struggle in the same way. Now, I've got a kind of a fail-safe cheat method. And basically, there's a ledge that I got to get to coming up. Now, and it seems like there's one right now, too. But the part I'm talking about is coming up in a little bit. And you can't get up high. Now, the dude that we're following, he runs into a door down low, and it pops him out in a door up high. When we go in the door down low, it doesn't do nothing. So we got to find a way up there. And my cheap strats were to go ahead and use the animal that's in the area to go ahead and launch off. If you notice, every time you leave a vehicle or an animal, it launches you like way up in the air. And I use that to go ahead and land on that upper ledge. So I don't know if it's in the intended path or if that was like cheap strats, but either way, I'll take it. All right, so you can see I got up top. Did you see how I did that? I went over to the far right. There was a doorway that led into another area. I then went and used the grapple hook to get in that upper ledge of that other area. And then well, I actually just followed the path, and it led me right back in this original spot. However, we were up top, so we didn't have to worry about finding a way up anymore. Now we flipped the lever on the far left ledge after using the grapple to swing across the gap. Now that that box has been dropped, we push it down the old checkerboard path, lock it into place, and it does the old 3-second countdown and goes kaplooey. Maybe? All right, maybe it's a 5-second. All right, 10-second countdown. Maybe I had to shoot it. I'm not sure. Regardless, though, it finally blew. If it just doesn't do anything, give it the old pew-pew. Hopefully it'll go for you as well. All right, here we go. So here's what I was talking about. He goes in that lower door, and he pops up top. I find that does not work the same for us. It's like the House of Mirrors. You know, you think you're going the right way or you're looking for it. Nope, you run right into that wall. Smack. All right, this is another checkerboard path. I find that this is essentially to get to some free play-based stuff that we don't have access to. I think, too, if we have like a jetpack, I think Boba Fett or somebody has some sort of access to the hops, right? Oh, look at old Han riding backwards. All right, so there we go. There was the edit I was talking about. I rolled around for a long time, digging up flowers, doing all sorts of stuff, and it got me nowhere. Now, speaking of getting nowhere, that helmet dispenser there gets me nowhere. However, I wanted to show that off because I didn't want you like wondering where in the heck I got that from once the edit was made. So there is another like 5 seconds of me going, which way do I go? Which way? And really, I just wanted to show off Han doing the backwards driving. Hey, hop on the animal, get up next to the ledge. I'm not sure. What are these guys called? What are these? They're like big lizards. But look at that. Woo to the whoo. It just launched us right up there. So I'll take it. And now we can go ahead and sneak in this doorway, which was a risk. There could have been a mini kit in there, Brian. You would have had to start this all over again. Although I would have probably done better on my second attempt. Hopefully. But think about that. I would have had to fight those dudes in the ATSTs, the big dudes walking around stomping on me. That would have been terrible. All right. We got ourselves a boss battle. This is actually really weird because the guys around him, the stormtroopers that come in, seem to be a little bit more fierce and worrisome than the actual boss itself. There's probably like 30 of these stormtroopers that drop in, and there's also a bunch up top shooting at us. I of course, recommend using your lightsaber to deflect those and get those back up with the shooters and take them down, but I'm not ready to do that. So here's one of those moments I was talking about the orb. You definitely want to get that orb before it goes away, but you want to try and smash as much stuff and grab as many studs as possible while it's happening. And I appear to be a little bit on the invincible side, too, which is nice. All right, so we've taken out all the upper and the lower troopers, and here comes Buddy with his... is that Snuffleupagus? Who is that? I can't remember his name either, but he certainly looks a lot like old Snuffy. And we got more uppers and lowers, and look at that. Chewie can get his aim up top, too. I wasn't sure that he could do that, but... Oh, no! Blue studs out! Got to get them all, So that would have been a good point, too. So, like, if you have a power-up orb on the ground... You might save it if it doesn't go away until maybe you get knocked. Like if you get depleted of your hearts and you lose your studs and you pick up that orb before you grab those studs, you're actually going to get a huge payout. It's going to be a pay increase because that multiplier is going to give you more studs than you started with, if that makes sense. So like you drop like 2,000 or 3,000, right? If you have that multiplier on, you're going to get like 5,000 or 6,000. So kind of cool how that works. All right, we finally took Buddy out. Snuffleupagus is down. We've got a couple last stormtroopers. Once we get them, we will be to the final cutscene, and we will be out of here. All right, we got one last dude. Come on, two last dudes. Get your deflect on, Obi-Wan. All right, one down, one to go. Pew, pew. All right, that's it. All right, the door's open. Look at that. It's a nice little automatic door. Apparently, it knew when the stormtroopers were all gone. And we're out of here. So we got some parts. Look at that. Noogie time. My uncle does that to Reese all the time, and it's like one of his least favorite things. However, as soon as it happens, it triggers Reese, and he immediately tries to give the noogies back. A little fun fact for you. A noogie-based family. All right, we got the old town. Leia, Darth. Oh, this is not good. They're looking at, that's her home planet, right? She's like, wah, 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 and then he does this. Wake up, guys. What are you doing? And he sends the signal out. Oh, no. That's a bummer. She thought he was playing. But that's it. Level complete. Free play. Unlock, lock. And look at that. We got Han Solo added as well as... What? Where's Chewie? I must already had Chewie. All right, we got 23% of the true Jedi because I died a gajillion times. Did anybody count I bet you I died more times than there were deaths in RoboCop. That's a lot, but I'm just saying, like, there was a lot of carnage in this video, and it didn't work well for me. We did get that gold brick for completing the level, though, and the story does continue, so I guess there is some positives we can take away from this, but that will officially wrap up LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga, Episode 4, Chapter 3, Mos Eisley Spaceport. I almost forgot. I was like, space, what? Anyways, check us out on social media. If you haven't already, click that thumb you must see. It should link you to the next video if it's ready. And as for me, that's going to do it for now. As always, until next time.